Seth, I got a lot of questions for you.
Great.
First of all, you grew up in Iowa?
That's right. Davenport, Iowa, born and raised.
So, done a bunch of stand-up through Iowa, and I go to the town where they make the crunch berries.
Where do they make the crunch berries?
They
in
have a
Iowa?
whole crunch berry factory in Iowa. I thought you would tell me.
Really?
It's
Like Captain Crunch?
It's either Iowa City or it is...
Cedar Rapids.
That's it.
Cedar Rapids.
The whole town smells like crunch berries. It's the greatest
yes,
smell ever.
Yes. That is right. Yes, Cedar Rapids. I didn't know they made crunch berries there. I knew there was like a factory of whatever.
So you got to go back. It's
Yeah.
Crunch Berry Central.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, where's home now then? Like, what state is it?
So, still Iowa. Still got a place in Iowa, but L.A. as well, Los Angeles.
You don't smell like crunch berries in L.A.
No, it smells like ashes.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
It's like a fire pit, unfortunately.
I watched the Rumble.
Did you? Did you enjoy?
All five. Here's the two things I liked. One, I didn't have to pay for it, right? Like I just had Peacock.
Peacock, boom, pop it on, go.
And between Peacock and Netflix, it's opening it up to people who maybe didn't feel like either they wanted to try to find it or pay for, a preferred
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They
And
drop $50 for a pay-per-view, or 80 now, I guess.
Yeah, so I watched
it is.
all 5 hours of it.
Oh, nice.
Thought it was fantastic. What I came out thinking was, and I have a bunch of friends that played pro ball, they hurt after every game.
Yes, sir.
Aside from what we're seeing after basically every match, is it icing it up, cold? Are you hurt, not injured, but are you hurt after every match?
Yeah, falling down is not fun. Falling down is painful, and the older I get, the longer I do it, you don't get used to it. There was probably a period in my late 20s where I could wrestle every single night, and I would be like brand new the next day. Those days have come and gone. Now, after every match, it takes me longer to get out of my gear. I have to ice things. I have to take a nice hot shower and make sure that I hit all the good spots so that I can lay down in bed comfortably. It is very difficult to move once you've stiffened up after a little while.
And is there like an injury report, like in football? Like, do you have to go to them and be like, I've kind of busted up my elbow?
Yeah.
Especially maybe early, you don't even want them to know you're injured because.
Correct.
So where does that process turn from? I don't really want them to know because I want to keep working to I need to let them know because I am now valuable.
So I think as our medical system has developed over the years, there was always like a stigma about saying you were hurt. You had to be a tough guy in wrestling, right? You had to just tough it out, whatever it was. It's a little bit different these days. I think the culture has changed to the point where we've learned that medical is there to help us, to work with us. So they're not trying to, if you have a bruised elbow, they're not going to be like, okay, go, you got to sit out. But they're saying, let's take a look at it. Let's make sure that it's not an injury, that it is just something that we can work through. For me, I've been with WWE for 12 years, something like that now, maybe a little longer. And there's an equity there, a relationship that I built up with our medical team. So they understand my body, they understand my complaints, they understand what, okay, if it's your neck, let's look at it. If it's, your hips or something, okay, well, we can work through that. They know where I'm at. So it's just a matter of trusting the team that you've got in place and understanding your body. They understand your physical, health and where it's supposed to be, what your homeostasis is, and then you just got to go from there. But yeah, it's trust, man, and we're at a good place, I think, with where we're at and what we've learned over the years.
Final 2 questions. We've been on the road. We've been doing a couple shows before we came to the Super Bowl, and so we find gyms.
Yeah.
We pay like a $20 day pass to go
yes,
to
sir.
some. What is that process for you? Is it pretty much lined up, or sometimes you have to go and scavenge or hunt somewhere just to get a workout in?
No, I'm always scavenging, man, but I've been traveling for so long that I've got like these gyms built into my Rolodex. I'm an avid CrossFitter for years, and so CrossFit gyms are cool because you just meet the owner, you know what I mean? They're not like box gyms where like you just have to pay a day pass and find like a Planet Fitness or a Crunch Fitness or whatever. CrossFit gyms, you meet the owner, you build a relationship, and then every time you go back into town, you just say, hey man, coming through, got a show, mind if I come in and get a little pump on or, get a sweat in or whatever it is, and they're very cool about opening their doors.
All right, final question for you. Whenever you started to be somebody known in pop culture, more so than a wrestler early on, because you've definitely hit that phase of people know you now that just aren't diehard wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Do you start to have other folks that maybe I don't know, weren't your friend in high school? And all of a sudden they're like, hey, remember me? Can I get some tickets? Like, at what part of your career did that happen where it's like, hey, we were buds back in Iowa. Can I come to the show?
Yeah, I mean, that started, it didn't happen all at once. It's like a kind of progressive thing that's happened over the course of the last 12 years. You get people little by little who start to ask questions. And I'm pretty cool with it. Like, if I can help somebody out, I will. But sometimes it gets a little crazy. Like you start asking for me to send stuff to your friends' kids or something like that. I'm like, bro, we had like 2 conversations back in 2002. Like, I know your name and picture kinda because you look exactly like you did when you graduated, but come on, like, pump the brakes a little bit. Be realistic.
Elimination Chamber is exciting. I'm pumped.
Oof, that's gonna be big.
Yeah.
I hope I can get myself in there. I still got to qualify for it. I'm not even in the chamber yet. Punk's in the chamber. Cena's in the chamber.
Yeah.
Cena just said I'm in.
At the press conference, he's like, I'm in.
I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not qualifying. I'm John Cena. And I go, okay, I guess that makes sense, So I still got to qualify. I still got a match coming up in a couple weeks against Finn Balor. I got to win and get in. Then I got to win that match. But it is exciting. We're at Skydome, which is dope. Skydome
Blue
rules.
Jays.
Yeah. Rogers Center, I think it's what it's called. Tickets on sale now, but that's going to be a good time, man. That's going to be John Cena's last Elimination Chamber.
March
Win,
1st.
lose, or draw.
Elimination Chamber, March 1st, Rogers Center in Toronto. Tickets available. It's Ticketmaster.ca. That's Canada.
Yes.
That is Canada.
Canada,
Yeah.
not com.
Not California.
Yeah, no. Really a big fan. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. And we'll be looking. You're in.
Bobby said so.
I just declared it.
Don't
in this
jinx
press
me,
conference.
man.
No, I
Don't
just declared
jinx
it.
me.
In this press conference, I've declared you're in. Yes. Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys.